Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Knight of Squires and this is Warhammer Total War 2. As always, if this is your first time joining me, welcome. If not, welcome back. So the last episode we took Hexoatl and we have three relatively sized armies here, although they're looking a little wounded, so we're going to hold out here for a little while. Down here in the south we have a fairly large Lizardmen army composed entirely of skinks, led by a Croxigor. So I'm not hugely concerned about that. I've got a very large garrison here with some walls, I believe. Yeah, the floating pyramid has walls. The Gardens of the Moon has walls. Everything has walls. I'm a big fan of the walls. Also, I've picked up the Regiments of Renown for the Black Lions, the Templehof Luminarch, the Sunmaker, and the Hammer of the Witches. So this army suddenly has so much more punch than it had before. And next turn, when it picks up 2 more Halberdier units and 2 more crossbow units, it should be in pretty good state to probably do quite a lot of damage to this army. The garrison did attack these guys and push them away, so that's the end of them for a little while. I'm going to send the other smaller army down here and deal with them, but first we are making money, so I'm happy to spend some here to just increase some bits and pieces here and there, try and get our income as high as it'll go. So we're going to, that's got all its tradable goods built, that's good. This doesn't currently have, the Shrine of Sotek doesn't currently have walls, which I'm always, as I mentioned previously, a big fan of having. So I'm going to stick some walls down here, just because there are still bad guys up in this region. We've still got Hexoatl there. We're not currently at war with Skeggy, but we're going to have to go over there because they own 2 of the things that I want. So I'm going to have to go over there shortly. They have the Beacon of Dawn, which I do not... Why does that give Chaos Corruption plus 10? I don't want that. I'm going to go over there in a minute. But more importantly, Hexoatl is still here and needs dealing with. So first off, let's repair that, because let's get some more money coming in. When in doubt, let's make more money.
Stay out of their sights.
We've got some more damaged buildings here. Is there anything else I can repair? No, everything costs too much money to repair because everything is super high level because it's Hexoatl. So, this does have a foundry, which makes me really happy. I mean, it allows great cannons, mortars, and Hellstorm rocket batteries. And then at the next level, which hopefully won't be too long, given this is almost max level in and of itself, the next level allows steam tanks and Hellblaster volley guns, which I'm always a big fan of. So I can't do anything about the damaged buildings, unfortunately. So that's the end of that turn, and I will see you in a moment. So we have the Under Morsalib's Glare event again. I can afford the treasury loss for the +5 leadership, which, given that everybody currently has minus leadership, I'm going to take it. It's going to limit what we can achieve this turn, but hopefully I'm going to go and besiege the Fallen Gates. They've just had their garrison kicked, which I'm okay with. They don't have walls. What's the garrison looking like here at the Fallen Gates? There's some Temple Guard and some Saurus and some Chameleon Skinks and regular Skinks. Can I get every army over there, or at least close enough? Yeah. So we're going to take Marcus. He's going to come over here.
Engage targets.
And engage this army. Or engage the garrison here.
Do your worst.
He would alone do relatively well.
Get this done.
So we're going to continue that encirclement. Zoom back out.
To the fray.
Then we're going to send in Ludwig van Zana. And he's going to actually just sprint in.
Get a move on.
It is important that we get as close as we can with as many of these armies as possible. I don't really mind that they are tired. That's not a particular issue for me. I just need them all as close as I can to Marcus.
Let's get this done.
So that when he attacks, everybody gets to get involved. So,
hunt them
there
down.
We go. Nice big win here.
Fight with clout,
and that
comrades.
should wipe out Did I lose anybody? No. That should wipe out Hexawattle. Gets us a nice war chest there.
Boost
And
the
loot and
expedition
occupy for
coffers.
another 2.5k.
I am the hunt's marshal.
We've gained Hunter. And the enemy have gathered. The Imperial supplies are ready. What do we need? War machines, 2 war wagons, and a steam tank. A steam tank would be nice. A Hellstorm rocket battery. I can now build these. I'm not overly fussed by that. Reichsguard and Demigriffs. Halberdiers, Huntsmen, Greatswords. I think Halberdiers, Huntsmen, and Greatswords are actually what we're after. Just because the ability to recruit that many soldiers that fast is pretty handy. So we're going to take that. The expedition's relentless aggressions have caused hostility to rise to deadly levels. The enemy are now concentrating their military resources against you. Emergency Imperial supplies have been dispatched. Faction destroyed Hexawattle. Because screw those guys. Additional reinforcements, handguns, and more halberdiers. And then Huntsmen, halberdiers, and greatswords. Everybody's dead. They're all gone. And Marcus Wolfhart has gained Superior Attacker, +4 leadership when attacking. Leadership aura of 30% when attacking, and an additional melee attack, which doesn't make a huge amount of difference. Along with Brave, which gives him a charge bonus, which again doesn't matter, but the leadership buff is nice. And we've gained the Banner of Swiftness, which gives speed, but more importantly Strider. That's quite handy. I'll stick that on a cavalry unit. We've gained the Featherfoe Torque, which I think we already had. And a Ferryman. Yeah, we've gained a lot of bits and pieces. I'm really tempted, as the Sword of Cain is right there. It's right there. It would be so tempting to just take the Sword of Cain and be like, well, this is mine now. Let's repair all these buildings. Actually, I don't need to repair that. I don't even need that. I can probably demolish that. Although it allows Demigriff Knights, so I'm going to keep that one for now. And instead we're going to repair this because it gives a huge garrison and income and public order, which are good in this region because public order is pretty trash right now.
Marcus Wolfhart.
Marcus further. Yeah, I think we're going to... Let's take further. I know it's not the most interesting of things in the world, but further will be super handy for keeping this province from turning over to chaos over and over and over again.
We're next.
We always have the
This
upper
guy's
hand.
got another point, so he can have Circle of Protection. Have we got anybody else needs to level up? Anybody else need to level up? No, I think that's everybody. Perfect. That's everyone. So,
The nation calls.
do we condense
Huntsman
some
General.
of these down? I think we might condense
Huntsman
some
General.
of these down and move them over to the other armies. So if we condense them
Huntsman
into
General.
2 units,
Sir.
Gustav will condense all of these because you don't need those
Huntsman
5
General.
weak units, and everything else seems fine.
Wolfhart.
Marcus, you can condense. Whoops. Wrong button.
Marcus Wolfhart.
Condense those down.
Marcus Wolfhart.
Halberdiers can condense down
Marcus
into 1 unit,
Wolfhart.
and that'll probably be that.
Huntsman General.
At which point, he can
We're
give
there.
Marcus the Spearmen and the Demigriff Knights,
Keep
A
the pace.
successful
foray.
because he can have that. Yeah, that's a decent enough
The
size.
men are keen.
And then from Ludwig, you can take the... I mean, they're both weak as all hell. We've got plenty of ranged capacity. Let's take one of these units of cavalry. Give him one of the archer units and take the other unit of cavalry. So you can have both units of cavalry then. I think
We're
that
there.
seems fair. And then,
Sir.
yeah, he can kind of stay like that. Down here in the south, we are about to have
So,
a fairly large army show up. I imagine it'll show up potentially at Talaxla. It might be something we need to deal with shortly. But, in the meantime, let's pick up a couple of these. Yeah, that feels like a decent stack there at that point. One of our heroes hasn't moved.
Your orders?
Oh, is it this?
What?
But it's Boris. Let's go kick in the lizards.
Preemptive strike!
Boris Lizard Kicker.
How should we proceed?
Yeah! Boris Lizard Kicker. Look at him go, kicking lizards.
By the comet!
May Boris Lizard Kicker live for 1,000 years. Because that's always funny. You are going to get in this city so that you can start to consider recruiting and such things. We need to get to level 30 before we can take the Griffites. We're only level 20, so it's not likely anytime soon. There's nothing I can do about these for the moment. So, let's
Mission accomplished.
move over to the next turn.
Evil such as yours.
Oh, so he would like a peace treaty. I'm going to go with a no, given that I'm relatively high rank compared to him. And I kind of just want to kick some lizards. So no. And thus he attacks the High Sentinel. Yeah, go for it. A valiant defeat. We killed a lot of skinks. I'll deal with that in a moment. This army will have to just come over there. So, we are now losing an awful lot of money. Perhaps unsurprisingly. So let's just recruit those. And we're going to go over here.
Weapons.
And we're going to take this settlement back, because this is mine. You're not allowed that, it's mine. Look at that, the Hellstalk, the Sunmaker killed 263 enemies in that battle, and the Black Lions killed 600. Let's just take that settlement back, it's mine, thank you very much. You're not allowed that, it's mine. So that's that. So at that point we're going to take this extra tax rate. The High Sentinel now needs completely rebuilding from scratch. That's so frustrating. That's going to cost me very dearly. I could... Can I reach Iron Spike with any of my units? I don't think I can. Let's see if they will give me a non-aggression pact so that I can go somewhere else.
I have a great many things to see to, so be quick.
Let's see if you'll give a non-aggression pact.
Denied.
No. What about a non-aggression pact in which I then give you 300 gold?
Unlikely.
A non-aggression pact in which I offer to join your war against... Tyrannok. No? I've never met these people, so Tyrannok?
Naturally.
Perfect. I am now at war with Tyrannok, who I've never met. That works for me. Why is this trade not currently going?
Alariel's champion. I am
Why is
Tyrion,
this trade
champion of the Everqueen.
Can I have that trade agreement back, please?
Very well.
Thank you. I desperately need that trade.
I'm listening. His Majesty's court will listen to your
This
request.
trade is where I make all of my money.
A wise course.
So let's continue that. Thank you.
What?
Will you
What
give me
is
trade?
it you seek? I am most intrigued.
Will
to
you give
hear.
me trade?
I shall
No?
not.
Well, maybe later. Maybe I get trade from you later. Who else?
Bring
Skeggy. You're not going to give me trade, are you? What about
Curse,
the?
mate, you must be eager to become fish food.
What about you? Will you give me trade? I mean, not that it's worth anything, but
Out of the question.
guess not.
Your
And
will,
Skeggy.
the time of your pitiful emperors is at an end. The shame. No.
Okay, I'm gonna have to come take everything off you. But that is what I wanted. We're now in positive numbers. Well, not positive, but you know what I mean.
Direct me.
Not quite as close
Pick up
negatives.
the pace.
Not quite as negative numbers.
Praise Sigma.
He gets to level up. So he gets to go there. And then Lord Not Moved.
Track and trap.
Okay, Gustav, you
Base
get to
camp
go back
for
into
now.
Hexawattle in an attempt to. There we
Falling
go.
men.
Is there anything here that will make me money? No? That's sad. God, that makes so much money. Can I just build another one? No? Nah. That's a shame. You're not useful. Don't need any of those. I could do with one of these, but I don't have the gold for any of this. So, yeah, I don't think any of these are super useful to me. Might just start repairing some of these buildings. Actually, some of these buildings. Fallen gates. Let's repair that. And where's the other
Huntsman
world that's not
General.
moved? Oh, you. Eh.
Garrison duties.
Oh, wait, no. Can't do that.
The nation calls.
You two can stay there for now.
Marcus Wolfhart.
You two can stay here. And let's call that turn there. Okay, so we're back now. We've got a couple of level ups here from these guys.
Are more dedicated.
You can be magic resistant. Why not? Kalara,
The rumors say that this one
you
is
can
rotten.
also take the specialist so that we can absolutely start assassinating people as and when we feel like we need to. Where did this enemy appear? Here. You are going to jump back in here,
Moving off.
and you
Huntsman
are
General.
going to run back down
Outdoorsman.
and try and get us back to a position where we can
Captain of
handle
Scouts. My arrow
You get over
flies
there.
True.
that. And you get over here as well.
We're there.
Actually, do you know what? This army can probably just be disbanded. This army can probably be disbanded. It's costing me way too much money. So let's just double check we can't
Marcus Wolfhart.
condense anything down. Do you have any full units?
Huntsman General. Marcus Wolfhart.
The extra handgunners might be handy, actually. Although I've got enough ranged capacity in this army. I don't need any more.
To untamed lands.
Let's just kick that. I don't
Yes.
need that anymore. Kick him. I don't need
On the
4
hunt.
armies running around at this point, and I do need the money. So, that's going to be that. Marcus
Huntsman
gets down
General.
there. Not Marcus. Gustav gets down there. Marcus
Unflinching.
is there, and we're going to go and declare war on Skeggy in a moment. After Boris Lizard Kicker
Yes, General.
is going to go and kick these lizards. I don't have the gold for it. Boo! Boo!
Empire.
Boris, get up here. Let's get up there and do nonsense next turn. Okay, let's end that turn there. So Talaxlan has decided to declare war on me at this moment. I don't entirely know why, but sure. Their one province can declare war on me. And they have no allies. So the children of the gods have decided to besiege me at this point. And we are bankrupt because we're under siege.
By the comet.
What happens if I declare war here? We will just crush them. So I think at this stage we are going to take this fight because it's the last. This will be the last moment of the match, of the episode, and I think this is a good moment. I mean, the Croxicles are a bit rough, but we have so much firepower at this point. We're going to do this battle, and then we'll call it a day there. I will see you on the battlefield. Okay, here we are. So, you've got the Black Lions War Wagon, have got armoured and armour-piercing missiles. They're really good. We've got the Tempelhof Luminarch, which has... does it have like magic and things? Oh, it's got the Net of Amontok. I'll take that. Good range, anti-infantry, armour-piercing missiles. Oh no, that's... yeah. And then we've got Sunmaker,
Misfire!
which has basically got the same.
The Temple of Luminarch!
Magical aura. I no idea what this aura does, but it does the thing apparently. Here it is. Reduces power recharge rate for the opponent, and what does that do? Yes, I get it. What does that do? Aura of protection gives damage resistance to everything. Well, that's good. And then the Hammer of the Witches has good range, armor piercing, magic bullets that do huge amounts of damage. Huge amounts. Cannot move and fire. Cannot move quickly. So, where are we at? What do we need? I need time, is what I need. So, we are going to deploy up here. Like so. We're going to take these blocks of halberdiers and spread them out. There. The crossbowmen and handgunners are going to go in nice little neat rows behind them. Like so. Sunmaker goes there, because it can hit most things at that point. Hammer of the Witches goes over here, because again, it can hit most things at that point. Then these guys can come over on this flank, because you guys can move a lot faster. And then this can scooch in here. I would quite like it to give a damage resistance to as much of my army as possible. The Great Swords is a good start, but not quite what I would after. Let's stick it in the middle here. That way it gives damage resistance to the entire sort of middle chunk of my army. And then this guy can stand here. What's your name? Ubel can stand there. Let's take everything there. I remember I'm going to get reinforcements. I just don't remember what they are. I just remember that there's going to be a lot of them. So it might actually be worth grouping that and moving it just a touch forwards to there, so that everybody else can continue to march in. Just going to move that cannon a little closer. Okay. And my Hailstone rocket battery, everything can fire pretty quickly into the opposing lines. So let's start the battle and see how this goes.
Allied reinforcements are arriving in support, Commander. Link up with them and surround the enemy.
And Sunmaker is making its presence very felt already. We've got a couple cavalry units here with grenade launchers, I think. Go over there. Oh man, Sunmaker, you are doing me a solid. Let's hit them Croxigors. I don't want them anywhere near me. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Formation, march!
Let's just get that mortar stuck there on the edge. Just get firing. Let's get this guy over here, and actually those two swordsman units I want them over here, ready to just engage these
The high
Croxigors
ground
as and
is
when they
yours,
do.
Commander. Be sure to use it to best advantage.
Shoot! For the Emperor!
I would like those handgunners to shoot them, those handgunners to shoot them, and these crossbowmen to shoot them.
We obey!
Oh, those Croxigors just got absolutely shredded by Sunmaker just over and over and over again.
State troops ready! As long as we draw breath, they will die! Halberdiers!
Nope, they've broken.
The Empire endures!
I have no idea what just hit me, but I don't like it. Okay, you guys, let's kill them. Thank you. Ooh, the sound is getting a bit iffy there.
For Heldenhammer! Yes, General! Fire! Fire! Hand gunners!
Oh dear.
Sigma Corps! Crossbow ready, General! Halberdiers! We are Sigmar's heirs! By Ulrich's wrath!
Where's that handgunner unit? Kill them, please.
Yes, General!
And them.
For the Warhammer!
Kill him.
Crossbows ready, General!
Let's shoot
For the
them.
twin
Thank you.
town combat! Hellblaster volley gun! Shoot! Hand gunners! Crossbowmen! The Empire endures!
So much going on.
Outriders!
So much going on.
Emperor's might!
The enemy lord is dead. My lord is under attack, but they're dead.
Serve the Emperor!
So I'll take that.
Fire! Fire! For the Warhammer! Find your targets! Charge! Attack!
I think we've successfully murdered most of the lizards here.
Hand gunners!
Should probably start firing in. Where's that? The Hammer of the Witches have abandoned it.
Hellblaster!
That's fair.
Quick march! Launch!
Let's toggle. Let's turn off skirmish mode and let's shoot that. Thank you. Let's just gun them down.
Take
And now the
aim!
chameleon skinks, if possible, please.
We are ready! Understood!
Where's my Luminarch?
The Temple of Luminarch!
Do you have a... Oh, yeah, they're broken. That's it. Army losses. Bye-bye. Yeah! Blow everybody up. Look at everybody. Let's just fire in, get some more experience, get some more kills.
Hellblaster volley gun!
The Black Lions do an awful lot of damage, honestly. Those guys are really good. Let's just fire into the back of these units.
Yes, sir!
Mortar crews. Yeah, everybody's firing in. Everybody's happy.
Great cannon!
Are you going to remount your guns? Is that going to be a thing that happens here? No? Okay, I think that's the end of that battle. Decisive victory, and that's probably going to be the end. Let's just have a look at the battle, the end battle screen. I couldn't really have lost that if I'd actively tried. The Hammer of the Witches killed 125 guys. Sorry, not the Hammer, the Sunmaker. The Hammer killed 9, but I think they were all Croxigors, which was super handy. Those flying units were frustrating, but they weren't really the end of the day. They weren't, it wasn't the end of the world that they were just firing in. They lost more than both of my armies combined, so that's always nice. Yeah, I think that went well. I think that went very well. Very, very well. The Croxigor Lords are a pain, but the fact that you can just gun them down, because they're so large, like being able to just gun them down is great. So we'll see how that goes on the end screen, on the post-battle screen, and I will see you there in a moment. So we've netted ourselves a little bit more gold from that. We've leveled up, and we've got the Crow Banner, the Scarecrow Banner, which -8 leadership to flying units. Pretty handy. I'm going to stick that onto my greatswords. It's got a decent range on it of 55, so it should help to protect my ranged units that are hiding behind them quite well. Also, most of my units ranked up nicely, so these are all like rank 8 units now, so that's handy. He got 125 kills. If we scroll down, yeah, these guys all did moderately well, but it was really the Sunmaker that did most of the work on the way in. We could kill the captives to gain the additional leadership, but the 1600 gold is always nice, so I'm gonna take that. He can run away like a little coward. Enemy killed in battle, so he's now dead. And we gained, as said, the Scarecrow Banner. So who's now leading this army? Absolutely nobody. Do you have the movement? We do. So we're just gonna wipe him out. Just gonna wipe him out. Auto resolve. And that's the decisive victory. 500 extra gold. Look at this. All the monies, all the time. Another rank. And another 1,000 gold in the treasury.
Onwards!
There we go. That's the Children of the Old World dead. That's always handy. It's always nice. We will... Can we... Recruitment cost, reassuring presence, fervent. Is there... There isn't one, is there, that's... Oh, casualty replenishment rate's nice. Logistician, Quartermaster. There's the upkeep one. It's the Quartermaster. He's all the way over there. So we're going to take Fervent to keep the chaos down in this province, because I'm not overly fond of them being around.
The Empire!
And he gets to level up again. Did we not already do that? Oh, he gets to have Fervent. No, we'll have Fervent again. Let's keep that absolutely down in this area. I don't want any chaos popping up anywhere around here. So that's -10. We're good with that.
The wild makes warriors.
And that way, these guys can come up here.
Base camp for now.
Comradeship is all.
And we're going to come over there and start attacking them shortly. But that's going to be the end of this episode for now. We're going to call that there, and I will thank you all for joining me. It's been wonderful to have you all here. If you've enjoyed what you've watched, please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel to see more content like this. I am running a tournament currently for multiplayer battles for Warhammer Total War 2. Round 1 was completed last week, and we're going to be putting up the videos for round 2 during the coming week, so keep your eye out for those. It's been lovely to have you. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you tomorrow.